guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for another weekend video. Thanks for checking us out, coming on and seeing what we do, supporting us through our YouTube channel, and obviously you're here to see what we sold and if you can find items to sell like we do.
Yep, this is Linda, I'm Cameron. We're going to go over what sold in our online store. As some of you may know, we are actually married and we sell stuff online on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. I have a ring too. Just to people know when I'm on the streets that I'm married. Taken. Anyways, these are items that we buy at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales, and we flip them online for a profit, hopefully. Sometimes not so well, every once in a while. It was a slow weekend, I'm pretty sure, because of the total items that sold. It's been kind of hit or miss for us this year, really, 2024. We've had some really strong weeks. We've had some strong days in particular, then we've had some trash days. This weekend was slow, not a lot of activity. So Linda will go over the numbers and we'll show them. There's still cool things that you might be able to find out here, a lot of bread and butter items, but we're going for $400 a day. That would be $1,200 Friday through Sunday. How did we do?
Well, we didn't do that. We had $960 this weekend. So
that's low for us. Probably one of our lowest ever for a weekend, probably in the past 2 years.
Oh gosh, yeah. So that means no dinner probably for the next 2 nights.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating ramen.
Ramen only, and we did have 31 sales across 2 different platforms.
The problem, I should say, the thing that I see, there wasn't a lot of high dollar sales. There's one in particular Linda was actually dealing with the buyer on that she got the sale on, which was cool. We had sold an $85 youth golf set, which would have been nice. It's really not that hard to ship a youth one. Shipping's not too bad. And I'm only in it for like $10. We probably would have made another $40-50 from that deal, which would have been nice. Put us over $1,000 in sales, a little bit closer, but they canceled about 4 hours after buying. So there is still some time left today. We'll let you know if anything else sells, but let's get into it. What do we got?
We'll start on Mercari. Cameron picked up a set of Peloton indoor cycling shoes. There they are.
They're really clean, but they are used. There's a couple of marks on the bottom.
They have the little clip on it, so it clips into the...
Yeah, I think someone tried the Peloton twice, and they realized it's not for them. It was in a storage unit from a guy I bought. I paid $5 for this, and it sold for
$38, and buyer paid shipping.
If you think about Mercari, they charge a lot more in fees to buyers right now, so the buyers are paying a lot. We actually do better. We don't get as much fees, and they paid full price for that.
Well, yeah, we looked at our, I don't know if you guys watched our previous videos, but in the previous week we did sell a Snow White themed set of coasters, and we looked at it, and the buyer paid $49 for just the item, and then after fees and shipping they paid another $26 in fees and shipping.
And I think the shipping was $13.
Yeah, so the rest of it was fees, and it was like, oh my gosh, like this person paid an additional 50% just to get this item, which, you know, yeah, that was just a lot.
And
I was like,
and we only had to, we basically pay, we'll have to pay the withdrawal fee or whatever from eBay or whatever it is. So
from Mercari.
Mercari, sorry, yeah. So because you have to pay for withdrawing money from Mercari system. So anyways, that works out for us. They paid full price. We're using Vendu. Still, Vendu had some issues with Mercari, but they really got it for the most part figured out. And we've been seeing some items move again on other platforms, so that's great.
Then we
like our other platforms to do work, to make money for us.
Yeah.
There are other children. Just
on eBay, we've got this damaged Apple Watch 7000 series, sold for $20 shipped.
It's just lying on the death pile. I don't even know where I got it from, but it's an old Apple Watch, and it doesn't power. I think the internal battery is completely dead. Okay. So it's just, I haven't been buying this much lately, so I've been really working on death pile junk. So it was just sitting there, try to test it, get rid of it.
Then we got a set of Fisher-Price Easy Links.
I did.
Okay, there's Elmo, there's a dog, there's Dragon Tails,
Bob the Builder,
Thomas, Bob the Builder. And
I don't know what they even really do. I just found
they have these plastic pieces on the bottom that look like they like snap into something.
Yeah, they do, like a little game or something.
Yeah, and then that set did sell for $15 shipped.
I think they were just in a big toy barn, a lot of them together, and they've been up for a minute.
Then we got a book. This is a giant print Holy Bible, King James Version, Christ in Red, sold for $13.50 shipped.
This is $1 at a garage sale.
Then we got a pair of Billy Bong Andy Irons board shorts. Billabong, sorry.
Billy Bong.
Billy Bong and Andy. They're getting together and making some board shorts.
What's the guy's name? Bing Bong. Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
That's what you think of Bing Bong from.
Right. From
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
I want to see the second one.
He died. Well, he got forgotten.
Well, if you haven't seen the movie, sorry.
It's been out long enough. It's past the statute of limitations.
Have you watched the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't even watched Frozen.
I know,
all the
but
way
I've
through,
seen.
so don't
I've
get on
seen-
them about not
I've seen
watching Inside Out.
Because I know Let It Go. I got the message.
That's good enough, right?
Yeah. By the way, these Billabong Andy irons. We were at the Salvation Army, and I usually look through the clothes and while Linda's looking at whatever, and I spend some time. So she's just looking around, and I'm like, let me see. I'll just look through shorts, and I found that these Billabong Andy iron ones sell very well. I mean, very well for shorts. They go for anywhere from 30 to 50 shipped a lot of times if they're in good shape, depending on the pattern. And they were only $4.
And they sold for $37 shipped, and they are going eBay International.
So it might be something that you wouldn't expect, has a little value.
Next up, we got an Alexa Pure, not associated with Amazon. Water filter, filtration system replacement lid, and that sold for $15 shipped.
Bought the whole system with 2 cartridges that were brand new. They sold for like 50-something bucks
Yeah,
pretty quickly. They were $1 a piece, plus I paid $1 for the whole system. I just parted with that, so.
Then we got this pair of Victoria's Secret pink bow slides. Get into the summer and get into the heat, so all of your slides and your flip-flops are hopefully going to be flying off the shelves. And that pair did sell for $22.50 shipped.
I think they were $3. I thought they'd go for a little more, but they didn't.
Then Cameron got a Panasonic VHS VCR player with the Omnivision forehead. It did come not boarded with the remote.
I bought the remote, and this one's a little more pricey. I think it was like $15 for the remote.
Oof.
Because some of them you can buy the nice aftermarket remotes that work well, and Panasonic, I haven't really found one that works. But these little blue line ones, as the Commonwealth Picker would call them, but these ones actually are, not only they work well, but like for VCRs, I have a lot of less issues with them when I test them, that there's not internal issues, like they're actually functional. They're a good VCR for what they do. They have a better chance of working for testing them, whereas like Samsung VCRs always have issues for me in DVD combos. Sometimes Sony do. I feel like Panasonic and Magnavox do the best.
There you go.
We sold 3 DVDs or DVD combos or VCRs in the past week.
Yeah.
88 was we sold one for 70, but it had a cord issue. We sold this one for 88, and then we sold one for 120. So we are still selling them. Yeah, if you're not, that's your choice, but you still can make money.
So yeah, that one did sell for $88 shipped after.
And I paid $5 plus the remote.
Then Cameron got a Hoover Lynx cordless stick vacuum and parted it out. This is the main body assembly, and that did sell for $41 and some change.
I paid $40 for the whole unit. I think we sold the head at the bottom for $40 or $50, and then we sold the canister.
Yes.
No, we sold the charger and the battery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That sold for $45, and then maybe we did sell the canister. I think I have the little top piece left, so it was a good deal. Easy. Get it out of here.
Then a Haynes manual. This is a GM Chevrolet Oldsmobile Malibu one. Sold for $14 shipped.
That was $1.
Then we got a 1990 929 Mazda factory wiring diagram manual. Sold for $12 and some change. Next up, we got Fulanito el hombre más famosa de la tierra.
Your Hispanic culture is finally coming out.
As a
Your
CD
dad
lot.
would be proud.
I know. No, my mom, because my dad doesn't speak Spanish.
That's true.
And that pair sold for $12.50 shipped.
Very nice.
Next up, we got a vintage blank majestic blue mesh button jersey. This is a 2XL. It is a dead stock item, and that sold for $25 shipped.
We got a bunch of dead stock stuff, like $3 a piece for them. We've sold like jerseys, like sweats, and different kinds of stuff. We have a whole bin full of them. The bike shorts,
the
gray
and white bike shorts.
And these were also in there. They've actually sold very well for us. I mean, it's not the fastest selling, but when they sell, we're getting 20, 25 a piece, sometimes more. So if you need a blue jersey and want to make a softball team, let us know.
Then Shark Navigator liftaway, Cameron parted out, and we got the filter cover, sold for $18 shipped.
This is a snap-off piece in a vacuum. If you can get a Shark vacuum for $5 and it's got this piece on there, you can make your money back just on that piece.
Just on the filter cover.
And then plus you got the canister, which you can just spray out with the hose. Yeah, Shark vacuums sometimes, especially the lift-away ones, are very nice.
Yeah, the lift-away is the newest model, and they have them in so many different
And sometimes
versions.
like the blue one and sells sometimes better because like people look for the blue one to match their blue.
Yeah, so
the
they
white
have
one a
different
little
colors.
bit slower.
Blue, red,
There's like a gray one.
grayish,
There's
green.
like the green one. I've only found like 1 or 2 times. The blue one,
I
the
think
white.
because the green one is a special version of it.
But the blue one usually sells pretty well for us, but yeah.
Then we got Game Shark, the video game enhancer disc for PS1, so for $14 shipped. Next up, we got a lot of 5 Just Dance Wii games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and Summer Party. And those sold for $38 shipped.
They were in our death pile of video games. I just bought, every time I get games that don't sell well, I just put them in this big bucket. And before I list them as a wholesale lot, I pull out little lots of stuff. And I had enough to do a nice Just Dance lot. So
Nice.
that worked out.
Then Lives of the Saints, Every Day of the Year illustrated
Every
book.
day I'm hustling. No, different.
Sold for $13.50 shipped to a repeat buyer.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that same buyer purchased this Disney Store blue sparkle hard shell fold up wallet.
That's weird.
2 different items.
Maybe you're a
maybe a buyer?
Not
You're
buyer.
a watcher?
Yeah, because Disney and the Lives of the Saints, I don't think this would naturally draw you to do both. But if it did, and you're not a watcher, thank you. But if you are a viewer, we really appreciate it. I don't know. The name does not ring a bell, but I don't.
But that wallet did sell for $18 shipped.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Next up, the Viking Husqvarna Colormatic system, which is a sewing machine. These are the
They're called cams? Or...
system cams with
Yeah.
the tray.
I'm
So
also called cam.
they have
Not
you
by
put them
Linda.
in, and then it does one of 4 different stitches.
And how do the colors work?
Yeah, I picked it up. I'm like, there's no colors on this. What does this even mean?
No, it's a different pattern.
Not good.
But again, if you buy, we bought that Husqvarna Viking. We sold some parts.
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna.
You gotta say it right.
Yeah, well, I'm not from there.
Husqvarna.
Anyways, there's parts on a sewing machine you can sell even if you don't want to deal with the machine. If it's got one of these, boom. How much did it sell for?
$60 shipped.
$60. That's nice.
Next up, New Era Atlanta Braves vintage snapback, sold for $30 shipped.
That was an offer which I was happy to take.
Then we got a Guess women's button-up Venom
Vintage
desk.
right here.
Venom desk.
Look at those buttons right
Best in denim.
there. Reading is good.
Sorry guys, sold for $25 shipped, and that's size 1.
That was $1.
Then one of our iPhone empty boxes sold. This is the 11 in black, sold for $9 shipped.
Making that money.
Then-
Here's a really good game to look out for. A lot of times Xbox One games don't have a ton of value yet because they're not old enough and, you know, there's a lot of new stuff coming out. But this one is one to look out for.
This is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's for the Xbox One from 2017. We have sold at, I think this is the second time I've seen it. I don't know if we sold it before that. Or no, we sold the case.
No, that was for PlayStation 1. Same game, but, I mean, different, same series, but not the right game.
Oh.
Marvel vs. Capcom, we sold the case only and manual for $45.
And the
Very
game in Xbox One sold for $34.
PS1,
on
though, was
offer.
like, you know, 20, I don't know how many years, 25, something years before that, whatever it would be.
Old.
So this is a newer version, but it's, I paid $15 for that. I knew I thought I would get about 40, but it's taken a while, but it still was worth it.
Oh, should have known. Sorry.
What?
I only got 34 for it.
Well, no, it's okay. But it's going to ship under a pound. You know,
Well, that's why I did it for 34. He wanted
it was-
30, but I was like, bruh, free shipping?
Yeah. I paid up the guy. I got some other good stuff from the guy, so it's fine.
Okay. Then we got Midnight Club Los Angeles, PS3's disc, sold for 11 and some change.
I will say these actually 3 orders in a row are all Linda. This game, Linda had a message out to them for 34 weeks ago. He came back, or maybe a week ago, and he came back now and said he'll
He goes,
take 30.
okay, I'll do 34.
So I sent it off for 34 because I saw it. Linda answered a question about this one, and the guy bought it. And then this next one, Linda was talking with somebody, and they made
This lady I actually talked to, she purchased the doll before. She's the one who
from
purchased
Russia?
no, not from Russia.
Oh.
This is the lady who purchased the other Galoob doll that we had,
Oh,
and she was gonna buy both.
She was gonna buy both, but she only ended up buying one, so we shipped it. She wanted this one. We wanted her to buy both to ship them together.
But that's okay.
It was a month ago, I don't know. And then she came back, and Linda was dealing with her today,
And this one
Who
sold
is it?
for $130 shipped. It's a vintage Galoob So Surprised Susie, African American baby doll.
look out for
Galoob.
the Galoob African American.
The baby face logo is on her butt. Gotta take off her diaper. It's on her butt cheek. There you go, guys. That's the Galoob.
Inappropriate.
And those are Galoob dolls. They are highly sought after. There is a billion different ones. And if you do find them and you need to know who they are, they actually have a site that you can go to.
They have a number here.
They have
I'll
a
say
number.
number 2.
Because they do have different versions. Obviously, they had the Caucasian baby doll, and then they have the African American.
But it's
baby
like
doll.
so surprised. It's so sad. It's so.
perfectly peaceful.
Yeah, they're like different emotions or whatever.
They're adorable little dolls.
We sold a couple now for over 100. One lady, she bought one. We shipped her the wrong one. She wanted it, and then she bought the other one we had.
She's like, oh yeah, I want this one too.
I want both, and she didn't care. That was like a sweet situation. She was super nice. And now this lady's bought two, and then we do have a couple of Caucasian ones that haven't. I think one hasn't sold.
One of them was completely messed up, and Tori took that one because that was like, that's never gonna sell.
The hair was ripped out and it wasn't that valuable. And I think we have one for sale for like 30. But I paid $6 a piece for these. And the state sale day 2, or 50% off day. Yeah, it was day 2. This is the last day of the sale. They're sitting there. I will say, as I'm piling them into my box, this guy comes over and his wife, and they go, "Are you buying all those?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You don't care if I take one?" I was like, "Yeah," and I let her have any of the Caucasian ones she wanted because I already knew.
That's fine, because the Caucasian one.
Yeah, I already knew. I already looked them up, and I was like,
because this one so surprised Susie in Caucasian. She only sells for $40,
which I still would have bought.
Yeah,
but I mean, I was like, I think I had 3 or 4 of the ones that were African American. I put them in my box first. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get these ones, but I'll buy the rest. But if you want to take 1 or 2, I think we took 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So I was courteous, even though I was there first, but I already had the best ones. So this was a surprise sale.
This is a pair of Timberland Youth size 3.5 medium leather
They look nice.
lug shoes.
Yeah, like almost like a boat, but a little bit like a boat shoe style, but a little bit heavier duty. They're brand new. They have the tag. I think I paid $10 for them.
And those did sell for $46 shipped.
They were listed for like $55, and the person I saw it off $46. I'm like, I don't even know I have those listed for. And I was like, jumped on that offer so quick.
Then we got Looney Tunes for Nintendo Game Boy, sold for 10 and some change. Then Sex and the City, the complete collection.
It has this wrapper, but it's all like, it was basically brand new, and it's in the listing. The wrapper's like destroyed. So.
And that did sell for $26 shipped.
I think I actually paid $10 for this, so this was a bit not the greatest buy because I bought it thinking, oh, there's no way that's not worth like $35-40, and Sex and the City is not the best set. I'll tell you that.
Then we got a lot of 2 genuine Canon cartridges, PG2 10XL and CL211XL, sold for $28 shipped.
One of them is sealed in the plastic. One is sealed on the back, like the little tape on the back is still sealed. I didn't include the box because I didn't want to give someone impressions that they were brand new, both of them sealed in the plastic in there. So and that was $3.50.
And last but not least, this one came through right as we were getting ready for the video. This is one of our posable figures. This is Ant-Man in the exclusive black costume, sold for $10 shipped.
Not a whole lot, but he still sold.
Yep.
Anything else come through?
No.
Bummer.
Sorry.
That's all we got, guys. Like I said, there are some cool items here. The Galoob doll, probably the best one, and it's probably something you potentially could find. I mean, it's not the easiest, but it's worth knowing. VCRs, Peloton shoes, a lot of just kind of good, easy stuff to ship, that's for sure. We appreciate it, though. We will see you in the next video with what sells Monday through Thursday, and hopefully have a lot more to show you. Bye-bye.